Hello guys, so it has been a while. Thank you so much for being so patient. A lot has happened since the last time I made a video. January was a really rough month, to say the least. I had COVID, my family had COVID, my grandfather actually passed away from COVID in the beginning of January, so a lot has been going on. But I'm back. We're just moving through it. Hopefully the rest of the year will be a little bit better than 2020 was. So today I wanted to talk about different mindset obstacles that people may have while dealing with rheumatoid arthritis, and this also ties into wanting to get fit and start a fitness journey. A lot of people don't realize that with chronic illness comes a lot of mental obstacles. And I didn't really realize it either until obviously it impacted my life and my goals and everything. So we'll just talk about it a little. Also, I want to add that I do have a new ebook on sale. I launched it earlier in February, and it is 50 pages full of information and knowledge and everything that you need to know in order to start your fitness journey while fighting arthritis. It's actually called Get Fit with Arthritis. So basically it's self-explanatory, just showing you how to navigate working out, nutrition, mindset, in order to achieve your goals and to work with your joint pain in order to get fit and get stronger and lose weight. So if you are interested in something like that, I will link it down below. It is on sale for $19.99 right now, and it is definitely worth it if that's what you're trying to do. If you want to implement fitness into your life, but you have arthritis and you're not sure exactly what to do, that book is perfect. So there's that. I'm also taking clients if you're interested in one-on-one online coaching. I have a 12-week program specifically designed for people with rheumatoid arthritis or any type of chronic joint pain that helps you be able to reach your fitness goals while dealing with that chronic joint pain. And obviously we work together, it's one-on-one, and by the end of the 12 weeks, you'll be seeing results, you'll feel stronger and more confident and just better about your abilities and more confident in your abilities and your body. So definitely worth it there. If you want to check that out, definitely apply to the program. I will link it down below, but let's get to the video. Mindset obstacles with rheumatoid arthritis. The first obstacle I think we have to overcome is realizing that rheumatoid arthritis does not define who you are as a person. You are not the fatigue that you feel, you're not the joint pain that you feel or the flare-ups. None of that defines who you are. They are not personality traits. Like, your fatigue is not your personality. And being able to separate yourself from the RA is a big step in improvement in like your mentality, because once you learn to separate yourself from the RA, then you can learn how to fight it mentally, because a lot of it is mental. You can learn how to just overcome it by knowing that you are stronger than it. So that's a big one, I think. And then the next one is comparing yourself to people who do not have RA or arthritis. So this one is a big one for a lot of people, especially like when I was first diagnosed. I would constantly compare myself to, like, when I was in high school sports, I would compare myself to other athletes. I would compare myself to other people in the gym. I would compare myself to my coworkers, and just like, I felt so bad about myself because like I felt more tired than they did, or I couldn't be as fast, or I couldn't be like as good of a trainer because like I couldn't do the high impact stuff, and I couldn't work out with my clients. But you cannot compare yourself to people without RA. It's like comparing apples to oranges. It doesn't work, and it's totally unfair to yourself. It's just unnecessary, and it doesn't do anybody any good. You have to realize that you have a condition that other person does not have to deal with. They don't have the fatigue that you do. They don't have the lower energy levels. Like with RA, we just do not have as much energy as most people in a lot of cases. So we have to learn that we are just different than other people. And I don't know how to say that in another way. I don't want to say like that we're very different, but in that sense, you have to realize that we're dealing with a lot of different stuff. Another thing is to trust yourself. And this is a huge one. This is one that I try to teach a lot of my clients. I've had to teach myself. I talk about this on my Instagram story a lot, but you have to know that you are so much stronger than you think you are, and you are so much more capable of things than you think you are. And you just have to trust yourself and your body to be able to do those things. And most of the time, if you do push your limits, it's a good thing. But you have to be able to trust yourself in order to do that. And this kind of falls more into starting a workout program. You have to be able to trust yourself that, like, okay, if this doesn't work, then I can modify this. Like, no matter what, I can make this work. Like, you have to tell yourself that constantly. And especially with like strength training, you have to tell yourself like, okay, I can push the weight, or I can increase the reps. And you have to trust yourself in doing that, because if you go into it thinking that you're going to fail, then you're most likely not going to be able to do it, because you're already in that mindset of like, I don't know if I can do this. You really have to have confidence and just break past those limiting beliefs of yourself. And then another thing is having guilt. I know a lot of people probably struggle with this in all aspects of life, or any aspect of life, but with having a chronic illness or chronic pain, maybe you feel guilty for missing out on some things that were like really important, like you're not able to hang out with your friends as much, or you're not able to do things that other people are doing. Maybe you have to ask for help a lot of the time, and it just kind of makes you feel like a burden because other people just don't understand. And you really have to let go of that guilt, because it's not doing you any good at all. You are so amazing and so worthy that you don't need to carry around that guilt, because it's just pulling you down for no reason at all. It's unnecessary. It's not like changing anything. You just have to realize that you can move forward, and it's not your fault that you have a chronic condition. It's not your fault that you have rheumatoid arthritis or another type of arthritis, or that you have to ask for help. Ask for help when you need it. Like, you don't have to feel bad about that. You are going through things that just other people just don't understand, and hopefully they will learn to understand, but you can't put that on yourself all the time and just feel bad about having pain or having fatigue, because it's not doing any good. It's just making things worse in your mind. Another thing is to have patience with yourself, please. Things take time, especially if you are starting a fitness journey. Oh my gosh, you have to give yourself time. Do not look for like quick fixes to make you lose weight super fast, and those like detoxes or diet pills or whatever it is. Just give yourself a little bit more time. It's not that you can't get there, it's just that you need a little bit more time to get there. Especially like with joint pain, because you have to build that joint stability, and you have to really prioritize that and spend time doing that before you can lift heavy, before you can go fast in your cardio sessions. And you just have to like be patient with yourself and just stay as consistent as possible in order to achieve your goal. Things take time to get better, things take time to achieve. I can't say it another way. It just takes time, and you just have to be patient while you're doing that. And don't think that it's impossible or that nothing's happening, because most likely progress is happening. You just have to take a step back, look at the bigger picture, and realize like, okay, I have progressed. I have been able to get stronger. It's just taking a little bit more time. Slow progress is still progress. Okay, and then the next thing is that your value is not determined by your abilities or what you can and cannot do. I had to come to terms with this when I was first diagnosed. I was like a runner. I don't know how I did it, but I like attached my identity to that, to being a runner or being into fitness. Like that was me. That was my identity, was what I did. And then obviously when I had RA, I couldn't do any of that anymore. Obviously I can now, but like at the time I had to stop, and I wasn't able to run. And it took a long time for me to be like, okay, well then who am I? Like, what do I do now? Like I was kind of freaking out, and I just felt devastated and not like myself. I just felt like nothing because of that. And that's because I just attached my value and my identity to that, to being able to run, to being able to work out. It's not like a conscious thing. It's just, I think it's more subconscious. I just thought like, this is who I am. This is all I am. And I was probably not in the best mindset when that happened. So know that your value is not defined by that, because the thing is, if your abilities were taken away, if your job was taken away from you, like, would you still feel like you had value? And if the answer is no, then I think you need to take a step back and reevaluate and think like, okay, my job is not who I am as a person. Like my abilities or what I do is not me as a person. You are worthy no matter what. So if you got into a car accident tomorrow and you weren't able to walk, that does not take away from who you are as a person. If like you were the CEO and you just like lost everything tomorrow, that doesn't take away from who you are as a person. And it's just realizing that and really reminding of yourself that every single day helps a lot in knowing that you are more than what you do or what your job is. And then the last thing is to stop limiting yourself all the time. I see this so much, and I do it myself, and I know that this is especially prominent with people who have joint pain or some type of like chronic condition or chronic illness. Like, yes, our conditions do give us limits, but at the same time, like we are consistently limiting ourselves as well. So like, for example, we might feel a little bit tired one day and just think like, nope, there's no way I can work out today. There's just no way. But in reality, we can, and it might actually make us feel better after we've done it. So it's just really breaking past those mental blocks and just like getting shit done and knowing that we are stronger than our limits, and just to stop limiting ourselves in our minds. When you think, oh, I'm never going to be able to work out again because I have RA, that is totally not the case. Obviously, you do want it to be controlled. You do want the inflammation to be controlled, like through medication or however means that you're doing that. But it is possible to get stronger with RA. Like, I've talked to a woman who's a power lifter, okay? And she's like older than I am, and she is a power lifter, and she has rheumatoid arthritis. Like, that's amazing, okay? Like, she's lifting super heavy shit, but she has joint pain every day. like, you can still do that. It's just, and it's not going to necessarily make it worse. It might actually help you. But you just can't set limits for yourself like that. Like, if you've never, like, have you even tried to lift? Have you even tried to run? Have you tried the elliptical? Like, you have to work towards those things, and you have to try things in order to know if you actually can do them or not. I think that is pretty much all I have for today. So I want to thank you so much for watching. I know this is kind of a short video, and I'm sorry that I've been like very much lacking about getting videos out on time or like at all. But like I said, it's been a pretty rough couple months. So hopefully I can stay super consistent with getting these videos out. Remember that my ebook is on sale. It's called Get Fit with Arthritis, and that is $19.99. And then I'm also taking clients if you are interested in reaching your fitness goal through workouts, customized nutrition, all of that. I will link down below so that way you can look more or learn more about it and then apply if that is something that you would like to do. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. And then I also want to ask if you could comment down below for videos that you would like to see. Because I'm kind of running out of ideas. So if you have any, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you, and you have a wonderful rest of your day.